Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to squat with the barbell while pregnant. If you are an athlete who's been training with barbells for a long time, there really should be no issue with maintaining squats in your programming, but there are a few things that you need to consider. One of the first things is you're probably going to need to widen your stance, whether it's because you're early on and you're just starting to get kind of the tight hips and changes in your pelvis, or if you're further along and you have a belly that's getting in your way. So if you're trying to keep a normal kind of tight stance, as you try to get down, you're going to get blocked by your hips and your belly. There's just not going to be room. The only way you're going to be able to get down is by really kind of arching your back and getting into core position. So instead, you're going to think of opening your hips a little bit. It's going to vary person to person, but probably 2 to 5 inches wider than your normal stance. And then you're going to have to think of opening your hips and driving your knees out as you get down. So in this wider stance, I do not want my knees to fall in. I want to be nice and open, drive my hips and knees out, just like that. Now when bringing it to the barbell, you're going to do it exactly the same. Normal place on your back, nice wide stance, open up your hips, and then push back on the bar. I say push back on the bar because especially as your balance kind of gets thrown off by your belly and your tight hips, there's going to be a little bit more of an inclination to kind of let your chest fall. So you're down here and maybe kind of want to be like that. We don't want you to do that. So squeeze the bar nice and tight, pull it into your back, open up your hips. When you're ready to come up, think of driving your hips forward and pushing the barbell back. So I'm not even thinking of standing up, just like standing up. Instead, I'm down here and I'm wedging my hips forward and pushing the barbell back on my back. Now, with pregnancy, something else you really want to keep in mind is the distribution of your breath. You do not want to take a big belly breath and brace like you would pre-pregnancy, pushing out against your linea alba, this line right down the middle. Instead, you want to take your breath, you want to push down, out to your back. You want to take your breath and evenly distribute it all throughout your core so you're not creating too much pressure, or that's going to put you at risk for kind of encouraging even worse diastasis recti during pregnancy and postpartum. So to kind of run through everything, you're going to widen your stance slightly, really focus, keeping your back nice and tight, pushing back on the bar, evenly distributing your breath, and that should get you pretty far. So let me know if you have any questions.